Are you looking to revamp your living room? Do you want to make your living room look bomb? You want to move it from a 0 to 100? This is the video for you. I'm going to be telling you 10 things to do in your living room today that are going to make your living room the dream living room.
You were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh,
the living room you've always wanted, the living room that will be the talk of the town. You know I'm good at this, so you better watch, yeah? Before I go into the video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It really supports my channel. So let's get straight into revamping the living room. So tip number 1, you should consider putting an indoor plant. Indoor plants really add up of color to a living room. You should have indoor plants in your house, and indoor plants don't have to be live, depending on your character. We all can't nurture plants, let's be honest, yeah? So consider having a live plant or a fake plant. Whatever you choose, we are not here to judge. So indoor plants definitely add a pop of color, and plants are a cheap and nice way to add art into your living room. So consider having an indoor plant. Before I go to number 2, please make sure you do your research on which are the nice indoor plants, because sometimes it's not about you, it's about the plant. Not all plants are indoor plants. So make sure you know which plant is an indoor plant if you're going to go for a real plant, yeah? So let's go straight into number 2. Number 2 is have a nice rug. Rugs make a big difference in your living room, a big difference. And remember what we said about your rug, yeah? If you've not watched my other video on interior design, please check it out here after this or just right now. And rugs should be big, yeah? Consider having a big rug for your living room. Rug adds comfort to the living room. They just make you feel comfortable, everything, yeah? So make sure you always have a good cozy rug for your living room. I would advise, that's just my personal advice, that a rug is one color, but again it depends on your living room and your style. But for me, I'd advise you not to go with a busy rug, because your style will change. So tip number 3 is a coffee table. I know you're like, really, but yes, really, coffee tables add a big difference to your living room. And also coffee table give you a chance to play around with the style, because most times your sofa is fabric, your cushions, whatever it is in your living room is fabric, yeah? So you may have a coffee table will give you a chance to play with texture. You can have a wooden coffee table, you can have a coffee table made of iron, you can just have a coffee table made of glass. So coffee table gives you a chance to play with texture in the living room, and obviously the more the texture in your living room, the better it looks, yeah? So I'll show you different types of coffee tables you can have. You can have a golden coffee table, a round coffee table. These are not the days when all your coffee tables have to be rectangular. No, things have changed. So you can play with a round coffee table with a glass top, and then you can put some art on your coffee table, some decor pieces. So make sure you have a nice coffee table. Number 4 is, no, this should not be number 4. Number 4 is my best and obvious. If you know me, you know what I consider most in a house. Yes? You're right, curtains. So curtains play a big role in a living room. Make sure your curtains are bold, attractive, and looking nice. Remember again from my last video how to choose a curtain, how to make sure your curtains are nice. Check it out up here or here somewhere. I'll make sure I link my other video here. So curtains definitely add texture to your living room. Make sure your curtains are eye-catching. Make sure your curtains have a bold color. Make sure your curtains definitely, if you want a nice elegant look, are long to the floor. Yeah, so again, check out my video. You'll see how to make sure your curtains is the perfect and best for your living room, but make sure you play around with the curtains. Number 6 to consider in a living room to make sure your living room is the bomb.com is throw pillows. Throw pillows. Number 1, throw pillows are not only comfortable in a living room, but they also add decor. Yeah, so if your seat is plain, you can play around with a bit of bold colors when it comes to your throw pillows. Also, for me, the plan I have for renovating in my living room, for revamping, I want to add different textures of throw pillows. So you can decide to have one throw pillow or 2 throw pillows that are furry. You can have one knitted throw pillow, another one looking bohemian. You know, you have all that to work on and to play around. So make sure you go all out with your throw pillows. The good thing about throw pillows is that you can change the cover, so you can move with the mood. Yeah. Next, number 7. Number 7, when it comes to your living room, number 7 is candles. Yes, you heard me. Candles. Candles will change everything in your living room. Candles are really nice. They are a nice additive to your living room. I know most people, especially here in Kenya, don't consider candles in your living room, but please try it and then you can come back and thank me later in your living room. Also, do you have candles in your living room? If you do, please comment down below and let me know how they are working for you. But candles really do magic in your living room. The one thing about candles is that they give a room the feeling and the feel of relaxation. Yeah, so you can make sure you can play around with scented candles. This is why you should play around with scented candles. When it comes to interior, it's all about the senses of a human being. The sense of sight, sense of smell, sense of feel, sense of touch. So candles, you can make sure your candles are playing around with all the senses. So by making sure you can try and get the best looking candle holders. They'll add to the decor and to the nice look. Sense of smell, you can play around by having scented nice candles. So you can have lavender scents, any rosy scents, depending on your preference. Candles really help you play around with more than just 1 or 2 senses, and that is a plus. So I know most of you are like, okay, where do I place a candle in my living room? You can place your candles on the side tables. You can have a side table in your living room and then have a nice candle holder. Another place you can place your candles in the living room is on the coffee table. Again, you can put them over there. Also, you can consider, maybe if you have a console, you can have a nice tray, your candle holders and your candles, and then you can light them when you have visitors. Let me know if you try that. Yeah. Number 8, when it comes to having a comfortable, nice, eye-catching, beautiful, comfortable living room, is throw blankets. Make sure you have a nice throw blankets that adds into your living room. Yeah, so depending on your taste, depending on your style, depending on what you're going for in your living room, you can play around with the throw blanket. blankets. If you have a minimalistic kind of vibe in your living room, you can have a plain white nice looking throw blanket at the side of your, what do we call it, side of your seat. You can just make sure you have a blanket that plays, or a blanket that is your style. Straight into the next one is mirrors. Mirrors, do not underestimate mirrors in a living room, guys. Wow. I'll make sure I show you each and every part, how all these play in your living room. But mirrors add style, they add elegance to a living room. The good thing about mirrors is that they make a room appear larger because of the reflection. The next thing is that the mirrors reflect light, so your room appears definitely more lit, more airy and special. So make sure you play with mirrors. Also, a tip, try working with round mirrors. They're just beautiful. They're just beautiful to me, but it doesn't really matter. But if it's for the living room, my personal advice is a round mirror. Next is vases. A vase. Try working with vases in your living room and it will change how you see things in a living room. So the good thing about vases is that they can be added into any style. If you're looking for a farm like living room, if you're looking for a simple living room, you can get vases that add to any style. So there are vases that these days people are making baskets, they are vases. So depending on your style, you can make a basket, a vase. You can also check for the nice elegant vases depending on the style in your living room, but trust me, a vase will add on to that. So last but not least, the most important thing I keep telling my clients, and I'm just going to add that secret to you, is that make sure you have something that is personal to you in your living room. Make sure you have something that makes you feel that this is my home, not just any other home. So depending on what you love, you can have an art gallery, or you can have photos of you and your family somewhere in your living room, or you can add something, maybe you collect stones, you can have a vase or a bowl with all the stones you've collected. Just anything that is going to make you feel personal about your home. For example, I have one client who asked me to frame the logo of her company and place it in her living room. I feel that's personal, yeah? So you can just go for anything that makes you feel personal and makes it feel like it's your home. If you love reading books, you can have a collection of your best books somewhere in your living room. So make sure you make, at the end of the day, that your living room feels personal and it feels like you. Let me know what you think about these tips. Let me know if you've put any of them into your living room, and let me know what is it that makes you, or rather what are the let me know what interior design, or rather interior ideas, would you not live without in your living room. Thank you so much, and until next time, bye bye. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, guys. It really supports my channel. Bye bye.